Well, good afternoon and welcome to Jade Palace Golf Club for day 3 coverage of the Hanwha Classic. 61 players progressed through to the weekend, cut falling at 2 over par at the end of 36 holes of play last evening, and Lee won with a pair of 66ers, took a 5-shot lead into the weekend stages of this third major championship of the KLPGA Tour season. Timothy Lowe here, great to have your company for moving day action here at Jade Palace. There's quite the leaderboard that greets us going into the second half of this championship. Yewon still leads, but only by 4. Lee is 1 over par through 7 holes. This third round, Hwang Yo-min making good inroads. So too is Park Ji-young, playing side by side. They both turned in 3 under par 33 to sit at 7 under, 4 back. Gina's having an absolute belter of a day. She's 6 under with 2 to play. And he sung, 5 under par for her round with a couple of more holes to go than Gina, and Minji as well on that 6 under par mark. Erika Hara, one of the invites here from the JLPGA Tour. She's just made birdie at the 9th to balance her books for the day. Sun Yu-jin, returning star of the LPGA Tour. She's a couple under as well, running inside the top 20. Bit of a difficult day for former Hanwha Classic champion Lee Daeon. 1 over through 7. She's alongside Park Hyun-kyung, whose lead at the top of the money and points list very much in danger, particularly being 2 over par for a round today, starting the weekend at 6 under. Kim Soo-ji looking to become the first woman to successfully defend the Hanwha Classic title since Park Se-ri back in the 1990s. Good round of 70 yesterday to make the cut. She's a couple under today, but still trails Lee Won by 9. To the start of the back 9. This is a birdie opportunity for Han Jin-seon. It's 1 under the card already today. I'll make that 2 under. Lovely 3 there. It is quite the cast of characters lining up behind Lee Won at this stage. Jim Hee-jung, fabulous round of 67 yesterday for the struggling 2-time major champion, finding some good form here at the Hanwha, but she's 1 over par for her third round. This is her third to the 8th. That one was skating on past. Just lacked a little consistency over the last couple of seasons. Hee-jung, Hwang Yo-min with Park Ji-young at 7 under par. Making the turn here. And second KLPGA Tour title coming back in March at the Weave Championship. Love this drivable 10th. Such a fun way to start the back 9 here at Jade Palace. Has birdied it each of the previous 2 days. Driver, it sounded like it hit the green. Oh my goodness, almost in for a 1. What a shot that was. I'd love to see where that ball actually pitched. Couldn't quite tell from that camera angle. Let's try and pick it up from here. There we go. Oh, look at this. How close does this get to an albatross? Fantastic stuff from one of the most exciting young talents to emerge on the KLPGA Tour in the last year or so. Now back to Hee-jung for par at 8. Another step backwards. Just in that left rough for An Sung-hee. He did have it to 8 under par briefly, giving Leah Wan's lead to just 3, but took a double bogey 5 at the 5th to drop her back to 6 under. Come across that big penalty area short of the green. Must play for some release coming out of the rough, and all in all, she's judged that pretty nicely. Yeomin's already dazzled us with a tee shot here at 10. What can Park Ji-young do, the 9-time winner on the KLPGA Tour? Flies it on the green with ease. Just going to hang on to the back edge, I reckon. On the dance floor, can't quite hear the music. And that's a good tee shot. Now back to your championship leader, year one. He missed 2 fairways yesterday, but different story today in the 3rd round. She's not making it easy on herself, is she? That's going to be a bit of an awkward one, coming over a little mound. Playing this group to hit the fairway. She's 1 over par for her round. That's pretty good. Also went for the green here at 10, but just came up a little shy. Not a bad angle to be pitching from. Just a fraction heavy-handed there. Japanese star. Sure she knows how close she came to the rarest of birds, you know, on the 10th hole. Have a look at this tee shot of Hwang Yo-min. Never had an albatross on the KLPGA Tour. Not close to history being made. Problems here for Yeon through the green, but I mentioned that little hump she's got to come up and over. Always makes things a little bit awkward, even more so when you're coming out of thick rough, and there's just that little unpredictability of how that ball's going to react on the surface. How much turf interaction there's going to be between the leading edge of that lob wedge This rather luscious second cut of rough. Looks like she's found a landing spot just at the very top of that brow. I almost think the better play really is to try and pitch it in the fringe. I have that little insurance policy of taking some sting out of this ball and then have it tumble onto the green. The line doesn't look too bad for year one. You need to be positive with your strike here. Any sort of deceleration and this is just going to come out dead with absolutely no momentum in it at all. Plays the shot that I was describing, and she's played it pretty well. Young, lengthy one for an eagle. 75 feet this putt. Just a swing left there as it meanders downhill. This one on a very good line. Park Ji-young, take a bow. That was a sublime effort. Young still seeking her first birdie of her weekend. This is an outside opportunity at the 8th.
Okay, nice there.
So harder, longer birdie putt than she would have liked. Has a tendency to just be a little tentative with this club in hand. Can't afford to be here, putting straight uphill and into the green. Similar-ish line to Lee Ga-young. This one could turn a little right at the cup. Similar result. Not bad though. Can't expect to make every 30-footer you look at on a golf course. For a spectacular start to the back nine. This is an eagle putt at 10. Didn't scare the hole at all. Crazy to think a tee shot got closer to going in than that putt, but still, it's going to be an expected birdie. 3 in a row for Hwang Yo-min as we check in on Park Eun-kyung. Just get something going here. Dropped another shot, now 3 over for home round. Coming into the 9th. It's a bit better for Park. Double at the 7th, bogey at the 8th. Park Ji-young to consolidate her birdie as well. So both Hwang and Park get up to 8 under. The lead of Lee Ye-won, just 3. putt for the 21-year-old to keep it at 3. Gently coaxed into the bottom of the cup. Nice up and down there. Hee-jong, looks like downhill lie coming into 9. Does flatten out the trajectory of this shot slightly. Into a front pinch, it's going to have to clip this perfectly to get the spin required to hold that front section. And she certainly did. Great shot. Just going with a 3-wood here on the 11th tee. The middle of those 3 bunkers would be the ideal start line for her. So you're swinging with a lot of confidence. And that is excellent. Nicely placed down the left half of that fairway.
좀만 들어가시겠어요? 좀만 들어가 주세요.
A little bit earlier, only 2 fairways missed yesterday for Leo 1, just 3 greens missed. Just can be a little unnerving sometimes, taking a 5-shot lead into the weekend. Seeking the first birdie of the day. In fact, only An Sung-yi in this group's made a birdie through 8 holes. Normal service appears to have resumed. One of the straightest drivers on tour. Keep it down the straight and narrow. Nice tee shot there for Year 1. This looks like Choi Min Kyung from a long way away at 11, putting to the front edge of the green, a putt of almost 80 feet. You're kidding me, Choi Min Kyung from way downtown gets herself to 6 under par. Second this week at driving distance. Just hitting a lot more drivers than most of the field. That one's wayward, and that could very well be a little awkward. That little tongue of rough could be obscuring for her second shot. We'll have to see when she gets down there now. Come on, Hyun Kyung. Time to get things heading back in the right direction. This for birdie at 9. Near it. birdie. Oh, just about, but it's safely in. Good birdie there for Im Hee Jung, back to even par. Beg your pardon, back to 1 over par for her round. Is that little corner of the bunker going to be an issue for Park Ji-young? Just be a layup here, I imagine. Not to put anything silly into play. Get it back out in position and then try. Get it up and down for a par 4. Kwon Yo-min. Bit trouble for her. Middle of the fairway. Can she keep the pressure up? 3 birdies in a row coming into this 11th. Oh, she's got a wonderful chance to make it 4 on the bounce. She is locked in here on moving day. Similar position to your Im Hee Jongs and your Park In Kims right now. Just hasn't even gotten off the mark yet today, but still 10 holes to go. Lots of birdie opportunities. Especially if you find the fairway here at 9, you can be aggressive with this front pin. Tons of fraction, that's clumsy. Also into the fairway, a couple of yards closer than Guy Young. Slightly flatter lie as well, which should make this a more standard shot. It's pulled as well. Can she take advantage of a nice tee shot here? She's on a slight upslope. Pretty calm right now breeze-wise. She's got a 9-iron from 117. Oh, that's more like it. Excellent stuff from Lee Won. She's given herself a chance to turn in even par and pick up the first birdie of the afternoon.
왜 그거 봐? 뒤에 거 갖고 왔으니까.
Park Ji-young's third down to 11. It's in a fairly accessible location today, just in that back right corner. Guarantee you she's got less than 146. She had 146 coming out of the bunker. Probably more of an 80-yard pitch, and not her best, but it's still decent enough. She'll have a chance to emerge unscathed and keep the bogeys off the card. Looks like Hong Jung-min was in our coverage yesterday. That was a birdie putt, just sliding by low at the 10th. Hara off the edge of the green at 11. Nice touch there for Erica. Keeps herself even par for the afternoon. Hara, first ever start on the KLPGA Tour. Iconic waterfall right by the 9th green at Jade Palace. We call it island green, more of a peninsula if we're being geographically accurate. Should be Ansongi putting first for birdie. Slow left runoff area. Just going to be uphill pretty much all the way for Songi and pretty slow, so she'll have to give this one a good thump. A good bellow. Should go a little left to right as it makes its way uphill. Good aggressive try there for An. It's going to be the par out at half. So par putt now for Park Ji-young. Don't believe those graphics. She splashed out of the sand. That's going to be a bogey for Park, unfortunately. Pays the price for an errant tee shot. Given a designation as a major championship back in 2017, the Hanwha Classic. It's a tournament that dates all the way back to the early 90s. As the Seoul Women's Open, Lee Ga-young gets the pace on that putt rather wrong. For 4 in a row, Hwang Yo-min. Oh, yes, ma'am. How about this round that Hwang Yo-min's putting together? Thanks for pretty reading that scorecard. Now up into a solo second, within 2 shots of Lee Won. Lee, chance to move herself 3 clear again after that great shot into 9. This for birdie. Snaps left straight off the putter face. What was coming so easy to her through the first 36 holes, not so much the case on Saturday. Par. To give up shots with a 3 putt. Inside edge, nice and positive. Well done. Good save there. Lee Ga-young. That's a bit of a knee knocker for An Sung-yee's part. From this range, don't need to give the hole away, just got to pick your line, trust it, and put a good committed stroke on this ball. That's nicely done there. All 3 players from this final group over par for their front nines at Jade Palace this Saturday. Meanwhile, finishing up her round, and off in the first couple of groups this Saturday. Dina, an absolutely blistering round of 65. It'd be the low round of the week here at Jade Palace. A birdie putt on 18. Well done, Yu Gi-na. After a couple of even par 72s to start the week, she has vaulted herself right into the title picture with a round of 65. Well played indeed. Now Hwang Yo-min to the 12th tee. Hole that sweeps around that big lake to the left, so really got to be precise with your tee shot here. Doesn't like it. Hung that one out right. No harm done there. It's just going to be a slightly longer second.
수고하셨습니다.
Hara. Started that up the right with a little draw. Just overworked a fraction.
수고하셨습니다. 수고하셨습니다. 카메라 버튼 누르지 말아주세요.
Young, how does she bounce back after that drop shot? Now trailing by 4 once more. Chun Min Kyung made an absolute monster of a putt at 11. Can she do the same here at 12? Good try. Hong Jung-min into the 11th, just behind. Bit of a strange year for Jung-min. 32nd on the money list, but hasn't played a weekend since her 4th place finish at the Lotte Open at the start of July. Couple of withdrawals and a miscut in there. Her last 3 starts. Bunkered at 10 with her tee shot, but splashed out very nicely indeed. On the min. The 12th. Just want to avoid those right-hand traps. And hitting left, needs a soft bounce to try and stay in the fairway, and oh, what a break that is. That little kick to the right makes all the difference when it comes to how much control she has coming into this green. Just laying it up with an iron here, trying to give herself her favourite number in for her 3rd. Every pro's got one, you should too. Going with a 3-wood here. Perhaps going to the fat side of the fairway on the left. And play this short hole the conventional way. Mind you, she did make eagle by holding out from 80 meters yesterday, so perhaps she knows something. Kai Young. Surprises me, all three players in this final group electing to not go for the green at this drivable 10th. But all three finding the fairway. Don't have anything more than 100 yards left in for their seconds. Down on the green, Hee Jong for a sandy birdie. No. It's almost going to feel like a drop shot for Hee Jong after that fine bunker shot. Park Chi Young's third upcoming at the 12th. You can see that uphill lie that she faces. Pins cut on the right-hand side of the green. So really, just want to start this at that tree, that tall pine tree, just left of the flag, and have it sort of fall to the right. Looks like the breeze is working off the left as well, which should help inform her of the shot required. Great shot there, lovely distance control. Park Ji-young. Laid up a little further down the fairway, Yeomin. Much clearer view of the target. Another excellent iron shot for Huang. Kyung has made her way to the par 3 13th. Playing 176 meters today. Just takes a bit of a firmer kick, but still a very nice shot for Choi Min Kyung. Young. Maybe throw this in a little short left, try and use a big first kick to feed it down close, just like that. Wonderful shot from Lee Ga-young. That's exactly how you want to play that. think that missed putt on 9 is going to be the back of her mind for too long. You think about that great swing she put on the wedge to give herself that opportunity. She'll have to summon it again here at 10. Beautiful. Great shot there. Two fine shots from her playing partners. What's so hard about this one, Song-Yi? Got it surrounded there at 10, our featured group. Perhaps starting to find some rhythm on this moving day at Jade Palace. Jumped in with a lengthy one, saw Choi Min Kyung rattle one in from that range. Can't get it to the hole, but right around 3 feet left for par. Hard up for her birdie. Trying to inch her way up that leaderboard as we get into a share of 8. Started left early, never had a chance. Choi Min Kyung at the par 3 13th. Just a little wide there for Choi. Got to that hit nice and steady. Mind herself, she's still got the lead. That's the most important thing at this stage. Guy on first to go. Should just be a left edge putt here for Lee. Nothing too complicated. You can see that black line on her ball lining up just on the left edge pretty much. Just tickles it in on the left edge. Good stroke there and a very nice birdie for Lee Ga-young to open her account for this third round. Back to 6 under par she goes. And now a huge putt to try and keep this momentum going, to stay on the birdie train. Hwang Yo-min for a 5th birdie in a row at the par 5 12. Oh, and she's got it. Hwang Yo-min on an absolute dream run right now. Gets it to double figures under par. And for the moment, trims the lead of Lee Ye-won to just 1. Han Sung-hee for a second birdie of the day. This putt just a little bit fiddly, just from where she's standing. Sort of feel like the ball wants to move right, but you know everything funnels off towards her left. Just important to trust the start line here. Don't need to give the hole away. Lost that right, and unfortunately birdie eludes her at the start of her inward 9. Park Ji-yeol, after that frustrating drop shot at 11, is to get it back at 12. Straight through the break. Yeah, one. Just inside left edge to reclaim a two-shot cushion. Slammed that one through the break, and my goodness, the par putt is going to be longer than the birdie putt for year one. Nothing's coming easy today, is it? This one no given now for year one. Graces, she's coming back uphill. Okay. Wasn't the most convincing effort, but it's in for par. Just has eyes for every flagstick right now. That one was all over it on 13. Certainly has risen to the occasion. Hwang Yo-min back to 11 now, and Ga Young. Lovely shape off that tee. Really calls for a bit of a fade off this 11th, and Ga Young has certainly delivered that. This one also starting up the right with that little left to right cut. Nicely done by An Song-yi. There's two short ones in the last two holes. Sometimes that can start to negatively affect you if you're just not mentally tough enough. Get the feeling that next couple of holes, particularly on the green, is going to be critical for Lee. Start that a little bit further right. A natural draw works against the shape of the hole, but that's three excellent tee shots in the final group at the 11th. But that was a 5-shot lead. It's now just one for year one. Hwang Yo-min's assault on the top of the leaderboard really has made things interesting. Park Ji-young still having a pretty solid day, 3 under the round. Could be a 5-iron for Park. Lovely there from Park Ji-young.
카메라 좀 찍고 지나갈게요. 카메라 같이 찍으면.
Checking with Hee Jung at the bun. Jenny Sung The closing hole, she's having quite the day. 6 birdies against that lone bogey at 3, 5 under for her day. Clawing herself back into position. The first start she's made on the KLPGA Tour this year. Having got her card at LPGA Tour Q Series towards the end of 2023. Enjoying her time on the Premier Circuit of the world of women's golf, the LPGA Tour. That's really high in 2. This 18th. Pitch an eagle there, you never know. She could get to 8 under par and match the 65 of Yuki Na. It's day 3. It's moving day here at the Hanwha Classic, and all the moves right now coming from 2-time KLPGA Tour champion Hwang Yo-min, who's only 1 shot back. See that pin cut back right into this 11th green. Throw a blanket over the 3 tee shots of our final group here. Ansongi, Gayong, and Year 1. This hole plays 393 meters long, so it's one of the tougher par 4s here at Jade Palace. A lot of players coming in with long irons, sometimes even rescue clubs. Want to maybe pitch this about 6 paces short of the hole. Should expect some release. Made a good swing there, Ansong. He took off on a terrific line. A bit unlucky, that one pitched soft, but no complaints. That was a good solid swing and a nice shot. Slightly more preferential angle. Left side of the fairway. Just opens up the path towards that right pin. And that's very nicely judged for Lee Ga-young. Perhaps start to pick up a couple birdies here. Make a move back towards the top of the board, particularly with Year 1 stuck in neutral for the moment. She's last to go from almost an identical position to Lee Ga-young. It's okay. It's nothing really to write home about for the championship leader. Outside birdie chance awaits at the 11th. Can't get it to go from short range. How about mid-range? Oh, this one needs to settle down. That is motoring. There is something seriously off with the pace of her putts this afternoon. A bit tentative on 9, very aggressive on 10, and again there at 11 as we go back to Sung Yoo-jin, chipping for eagle at the par 5 18th. Not going to be an eagle, but Jung Yi-sung should be able to roll that one in. Unlikely as this would be, this is for 6 in a row. It's a big ask, though. It can see statistically just under 1 in 10 times she's going to make this. A little wide from the start. Guy up after that superb approach for birdie. Okay, he goes back to back. Lee Guy-young to 7 under par. Breaks out of that 5-way tie at 6 under. Done. Until this is a par putt for Jung Yi-sung. It's a solid round of golf for her. 5 under par, 67. She'll go into Sunday's final round at 6 under, but how far back is that going to be? Par putt for year one. Just a couple of these already, but just gets that one to catch the left lip. Young for birdie at 13 after that great tee shot. Is it going to get there? Yes, it will. Fantastic stuff there from everyone but EA1. The birdies piling in from everywhere. Now Guy-young with a little bit of momentum has the honor on the 12th. Year one, just settle herself down after what's been a bit of a tricky first 11 holes. Okay, part one done there, finds the fairway. A bit further up the back 9. In for her second shot to the 14th. Longest of the par 4s on the inward half at Jade Palace, but what a hybrid there. Choi Min Kyung. It's getting better and better. Wonderful stuff. Yeah. Very solid par for Hwang Hyo-min. Just looking at her scorecard right now, she has made 7 threes in her last 9 holes. That'd do it. Now Ina, been a tough day for the Samdasu Masters champion, but a lengthy birdie putt, finding the bottom of the cup there at 15. Should bring a smile to her face. Started with an awful 9. I mean, she's made 4 birdies today, but starting with a quad doesn't really help your cause. Young, bit of momentum heading back in her direction after a couple of birdies. Hee-jung. She could do with a birdie or two. Third shot into 12. Very well controlled there. Tough hole this 14th. You'd be happy with a par here. And Hwang Hyo-min looking a little concerned there, like that could be hitting right. That's the fairway camera picked that one up. Out to the 13th tee. Awful day. Way back down at even par now. Can't even get that one onto the green. 4 over for her third round. Just 2 birdies on the card as well. Guy Young prodding that one up for her layup at the 12th. Left for year 1. Good swing there. Tempo looked a lot better. But, remember we saw Hwang Hyo-min's ball kick right into the fairway. Sometimes when things aren't going your way, you get those bounces. Huh? Picks left and stays in the thick rough. Now Choi Min-kyung for a birdie at 14 after a wondrous approach. It's a 4th birdie of her day. She moved into a share of 4th at 7 under.
나중에 파워 할게요.
Young. Should be a 5-iron here. With a 6-iron, really have to roast this one to try and get it to that back left flag from 164. Fine shot there from Park. Gotta allow for, expect some release here for Hwang Yoo-min. Only a 9-iron though, so she'll get good purchase and height on this. Finally, Lee Jong gets back to where she began the weekend. The birdie drops for her at 12, taking her back to 5 under par.
넘어가서 내려가진 않겠다.
그러진 않았어. 이거 좀 짧게 갈 거니까.
To those character building days every great champion has to go through. Things aren't going your way, the putts aren't dropping. Not creating enough opportunities for yourself, just to stay patient, just to keep yourself mentally in it when it's so easy to throw in the proverbial towel saying, well, it's just not my day. Year one, through her experience in her last 2 years on tour, she'll know. Still a lot of golf left to be played, and as long as you keep giving yourself chances, surely the putts, the breaks are going to start falling your way sooner rather than later. You've got to respect this flag here out of this left rough. Like a very thick line. You saw her gouge into it. Had to expect some release, and it's a classy shot. Shows me she's still thinking well. Didn't try to take on too much with that shot. Just accepted the fact she wasn't going to get any spin on it and just allowed it to chase. Ga Young will get much cleaner strike on this one coming out of the fairway. You can pitch it just past Year One's ball, maybe have it take 2 hops and toss out an anchor. Brilliant stuff, Lee Ga Young. Front edge of 14. Lots of green to work with here. Lots of options of how to play this. Needs to go. Needs to go. That's going to be a tester for the youngster. At the 15th. Is there a BMW i5 in her future? Ooh, not bad. Certainly good chance of a birdie too there. what was a 5-shot lead is now just down to 1. Year 1 leads by 1 over Yo Min, 3 over Ji Young, and 4 over a trio at 7 under par. Hansong's got it to here for birdie at the 12th. Oh, can't catch a break. That looked good, just carrying a little bit too much speed. Park Ji-young. Excellent shot into 14. This is a birdie putt now. Trying to get herself up to 9 under par. Oh, just rips right at the hole, unfortunately. Yeah, one. Putt should move off her right. This is sort of middle range putt where you're not expecting to make it, so you tend to put a bit of a freer stroke on it. And sometimes they happen to drop. You can get your round back on course, but only if you can get it to the hole. Yeah, when that putter starts to go ice cold, it's very difficult to try and resuscitate it mid-round, and it all just seems to be down to pace for year one. Choi Min Kyung. Tell you what, you birdie 14 and 15, you're gaining at least a shot on the field. 2 tough holes. Well, the birdie there for Choi Min Kyung. Gets herself to 8 under par. Very much game on here. The main huge putt. To stay within 1 and avoid the first blemish on her card today. This for par. Going to start this at least a cup outside right. Ton of swing in this one. Still wasn't enough. Just get the sense she didn't trust how much that was going to turn. Just pushed her tee shot in the right rough, limited her options, didn't play a great pitch. Hwang Yoo-min, the charge, just going to take a little stumbling step here at the 14th. Bogey 5 sets her back to 9 under. Ki Jong on the tee at 13. Likes the look of it. Why wouldn't you? That'd be the best tee shot we've seen into this hole all day long. Ga Young. Can she make it 3 on the bounce? This for birdie. Oh, just a little wide.
나이스 파.
Par there. Park Ji-young. Cleans up for her par. Still buzzing after that victory at Bears Best in Cheonan at the Lotte Open to start the month of July. Jong, 62nd on the money list at this point of the season. Missed 9 cuts this year, only 2 top 10s. It's been very unlike her. Normally such a consistent performer. 2023 did have 1 runner-up finish at the Hankyung TV Open in October. Finished outside the top 10 on the money list for the first time in 3 seasons. At the moment, she's 62nd on the money list as we go into the second half of 2024. This looks like Yoo Hyun-ju, Kim Min-ju, excuse me, coming into the 18th, third shot. Got a 6-iron here at the 15th. Left flag. Choi Min Kyung's found the rough here on 16. 150 left for her. Catches a bit of a flyer, and that one goes scooting through the back of the green. Guy Young. Imagine this is a 6-iron as well. And she's really started to find some rhythm and flow since she hit the turn. Yeomin on the tee at 15. Victory and 2 runner-up finishes. We've seen her 6th on the money list this year. It's the playoff last week at the Heaven Masters, a 3-way playoff. Defeated Dae So-hyun, eventual champion. So-jin, who unfortunately had to withdraw after opening round of 77 this week. Good tee shot there for Yeomin. Back to the other par 3 on this inward half, and your championship leader with a 5-iron. That one dropped into the bunker awfully close to the lip, and that one doesn't roll down towards the flat. Be a little nasty for year 1. Not bad there, into the 14th. Pin high towards the safe side of the green. But a drop shot from Hwang Yeomin has now returned Year 1's advantage back to 2, but Lee, your overnight leader, still looking for a first birdie of the day. Han Sung-hee's got the right bunker at this 13th hole. Should be pitching this one on a downslope. But not difficult to get close. Got a good amount of check on it. Too much, in fact. Park Ji-young at the 15th. This right to lefter to maybe get to 9 under. Had the line, just needed a bit more pace. Not going to be complaining with a solid par there at the 15th. Luckily for Yeowon, her ball did roll back into the flat portion, so a much simpler bunker shot for her. Slight upslope to work with as well, so just got to be a little bit more positive through the sand here. It's not a bad shot, but that is another lengthy putt for par. She's just been handed a 2-shot lead by Hwang Yo-min. You don't want to give it back straight away, because Yo-min has this for birdie at 15 to take her back to 10 under. Oh, just leaked it low. Young. Should be a nice birdie in 4 holes. And she's got it. Hello, Lee Ga-young. Oh, it took her 79 starts to win her first event at the Seokyong Networks Ladies Classic last year. Picked up her first stroke play win at the Lotte Open this year. In 2024, yield a major for Lee. She'll be a very popular winner as Choi Min-kyung pitches up on the 16th hole very nicely. That will be a nice solid par for her as Yeowon faces this 10-footer to stay at 11 under. Agonizingly close. Good pace on that. She'll head into the final round at 5 under par. Han Sung-hee for par. Great save there. She's gained a shot on Yeowon, despite not making a birdie. Nice round at 69. Inward half of 33. So 72, 70, 69 for Kim Min-joo, running inside the top 10 at the moment. Lee-jung. Bit of a hanging light into 14. She's on her game. Terrific control with the irons, but we've seen a lot of that over the last year. Just a little off. Park Ji-young finds herself 2 shots back now. Young, one-handed release. That leaking left. That's not where you want to be on 14. Missed the last drive out to the right. Yo Min's just got 3 wood here. Yeah, one. Just feel like she's just sliding backwards to the field here. Poor play on Saturday has given a lot of chasers hope, brought a lot of golfers back into the equation. There's just one player within 5 of her starting the weekend. There are a dozen now. Outside of 35 feet. Yes. Barely getting that inside the circle of friendship. Hong Yo-min back into 16th fairway. Uh-oh. It started left, and it's still going left. Ooh, just avoids the thick rough and actually may have caught a good break there. If she's standing on that sprinkler head, she'll be able to take a drop. Park Ji-young. Want to start at that TV tower with a little trap draw. Oh, there's the tee shot of Mi Young on 14. She's playing very nicely this backside. We've seen 14 claim a couple of victims already today. Hwang Yo-min taking a bogey, Park Min-ji taking double. Hyun-woo, Han Jin-seon, Han Ji-won, Yu Hyun-ju all dropping shots at this 430-yard hole for the ladies. Now, we're being told that Choi Min-kyung has found the left fairway trap on the 17, so clearly unable to reach the green in regulation, just has to lay it up and try to make par the old-fashioned way, or the hard way, I should say. Now, Hee Jung for her par at 14. how she keeps that triangle, the shoulders and the forearms. Just maintains that triangle, rocks the shoulders. Solid.
툭툭 보고 그냥 살짝 열고 그냥 다 치네. 그래서.
근데 이 실은 좀 클 것 같아. 뒤에는 중간에. 어떻게 필적으로 못 쏘는 거야?
못 쏴. 그냥 우선 4갱승에서 뻥으로 툭 쳐서 살짝만 옆에 받쳐줘. 네, 알겠습니다.
You would think the prudent strategy here for Guyong is just to keep this one right. Don't bring that left-hand greenside trap into play from 179. Tried to be brave and take it straight at it. Now she's in that deep bunker. Ball's just nestled up against the right collar of rough. An Sunju. Ansongi. It's not going to get in the way of her strike. It's more of a mental disturbance than it actually will affect the flight of the ball. As long as you keep good acceleration and make solid contact, this should come out pretty standard. Okay. Safely aboard. Oh, yeah, one perfect tee shot down the middle. Just put good, solid swings. Give yourself chances. The putts will drop eventually, but you don't want to be panicking and trying to press here. Maybe a touch too conservative because that's no gimme two putt par.
어쩔 수 없었어요. 딱 저 우측 끝정도 보고.
sense of how deep that bunker is at 14. Can just see the top of Lee Ga-young's head. Gonna have to get this ball up pretty quickly to steep lip and hopefully have enough speed on it to get it to pitch near the hole. Because on that trajectory, it just doesn't release out much, as you saw there. Now Yeomin, not going to get relief, not standing on that sprinkler. He's going to place with an open club face. He's going to come out soft, so pitch it 4 feet on the green. Just have it trickle out the rest of the way. Just decelerated into that, unfortunately. Testy, lengthy par putt to avoid a second bogey in 3 holes as Choi Min Kyung set to play her third to 17 after finding the fairway bunker off the tee. Bogeyed her opening hole, but has picked up 5 birdies since. Don't want to be giving up shots late in the round. Oh, and that is absolutely glorious from Choi Min Kyung. Stunning shot there. A chance to escape with a par. Yeah, one. All about pace here. Get this within 3 feet. Take your 2 putts and run to 15T. Very nicely done. Easier said than done to manage a putt of that length, especially when the pace putting has been a touch wonky from Yi this afternoon. Park Ji-young. Birdie opportunity on 16 to maybe get to 9 under. Short the jaws again for Park. Par, Min Kyung at 17. Hansoli. So the other one's putt really speed up in the last couple of feet. This one's on a nice line. Great try. So for par now, Hwang Yeomin got to attack this putt. It's coming uphill. Good try, but it's just a poor iron shot from the fairway. Left her in that position. Ga-young also for par here. Momentum saving putt. Oh, got it! What a wonderful stroke and read. That'll keep Lee Ga-young within 2 shots. Go up to what looks like the 18th hole. And I imagine this is a birdie putt. Yoon Ina. Nice way to end. Started her day with the quad. Dropped a couple along the way, but plenty of birdies on the card for Yoon Ina. At the end of the day, it's just a 73. Safely in for par. Good 2 putt there. Yeah, one. For par. Confidently hold for Lee. Hong Yoo-min's bogey, her advantage. 2 shots again. And, 17T in Park Ji-young. Right half of the fairway would be ideal. Trying to keep it out of the bunkers, and oh dear, I think she's caught the second one. Oh, Park Hyun-kyung, a nice birdie there on 15. Takes her back to 4 under par. Ever a bad time to make your first birdie of the day, I assume. Back to within a shot of the top 10 is Hwang Yo-min. Vital to find this fairway here. I think she really wants to go into Sunday at 9 under. Went for the high sliding cut again. This one's got to pitch softly. Unfortunately, finds the right rough, but it's better than being in those left bunkers. So yeah, one still at the top of the board, but her poor play today has let a host of other players in. 4 players now within 2 shots of her lead. Guy Young on the 15th tee after that brilliant par save at 14. Finds the correct section of the surface at the par 3. There's the ball of Park Ji-young, the bunker at 17. I think she can get enough on this to reach the green, so much like it was at the 11th, just going to have to be a layup for Park. That's a bit of a mistake. After getting it back into the fairway for Park Ji-young. Oh, check in with Hong Jung-min. Haven't seen too much of her today. This is the 16th hole. And a nice birdie there, taking her back to 5 under par. Yeah, one. What can she do here from 160 meters? Not bad, but just the wrong side of that ridge. Yeomin, at least flags in the front today, so that left bunker shouldn't come to the equation. Can pitch this short and have it bounce up. Read the lie beautifully, executed the shot wonderfully. Gorgeous stuff from Hwang Yeomin. Choi Min Kyung coming into the home hole. Third shot now. Just pulls it a fraction, but it's an outside chance. Third shot for Park Ji-young. I think she still has to come over the corner of that greenside bunker. Not doing herself any favors right now. Year one, not really a birdie putt she can attack. Having to come over that ridge slightly. Very much forced into playing defensive golf. With some poor iron play, uncharacteristically poor iron play, it must be said, this Saturday. Fourth shot now for Park Ji-young, but it's a makeable chip here. Not much movement once it gets on the green. She's got it, you know. What a fall for Park Ji-young. Never looked like threatening the whole way up. I tell you what, those are the kind of shots that lead to major championships. Meanwhile, year one. Bonus time, year one finally gets one to drop and opens back up a 3-shot lead. That could be huge in the grand scheme of things.
들어가겠습니다.
So, Ga-young, can she match year one's two? She can. Oh no. Just a little too high. Great effort though. Hwang Yoo-min now for birdie after that very crafty shot. Looks like this one doesn't do too much, stays pretty straight. Just got to commit, be positive with your line. Just pushed that a fraction. Unlucky. Choi Min-kyung got a putt for a last hurrah here. This for a 67. Never gave it a go. Good effort as well from An Sung-hee, but like Ga-young, just misses it on the high side.
네, 심니다. 이동 멈춰주세요.
triple birdie at 15 that re-established a 3-shot lead. That'll certainly make her feel a whole lot better standing on this 16th tee. Driver at 16. That doesn't like it. Is that going left? That's where her caddy was signaling. Oh, that is wide left, and it's just burrowed into that thick rough.
네, 자.
Park Ji-young on 18. Figure birdie here, and that will pretty much guarantee her a spot in the final group for tomorrow's final round. Starts with a good tee shot. Quick pick up of the tee. Usually a good thing. Come for par. It's a solid round of 68 for her. She's in with a shout. 18 to go. Now Hwang Yo-min back on the tee. Just love to see them move this tee up 1 year. I say it all the time, but just a reachable par 5 makes it so much more interesting, particularly with a championship on the line come Sunday.
카메라 버튼 누르지 말아주세요.
자, 핸드폰 소리 안내 좀 해주세요.
Must be an awful lie in this rough. Yevon can't even see the ball from there. I wonder if she can get enough club on this to even get it onto the green. Did a lot of work at the end of her rookie season in 2022 in an effort to try and pick up more club head speed, and it certainly paid dividends en route to Player of the Year last year, winning the money list, the points list, crossing the 1 billion won single season earnings mark. So, Ji Young hit at 18, second shot now, trying to leave this handy. Got to keep this down the left half to access this right pin for her third. That is exactly where she would have hoped to leave it. Good contact, absolutely critical from here. Yeah, one's got to take a big gash at this and hope she catches enough of this to clear that bunker. Down on this, a little bit extra control on it, and yeah, just see how thick that lie was. Nowhere near it for EA1. Guy out, lovely tee shot, middle of the fairway. Certainly go on the attack here. Oh, that's very average from a good spot for Lee. Only 4 players at 8 under par. And so Lee 2 shots further back, hasn't made a birdie since her 3 at the third. She's last to play. Beautiful. Stay there. Stay right there. There's a little fall off to the left of the green. That's fine. Good shot. Hwang Yo-min. Nice second shot, just laying it up on this 18th hole. Third shot from Lee. Oh, that was definitely her second shot. Not quite sure why that graphic said third. Pretty sure we saw her tee shot right in the middle of the fairway. Taking a good walk all the way up to the pin. Just trying to survey the surrounds. Here one. Middle portion of the screen, just gently work towards the back edge. So if he can look to land this right around the midpoint, just expect some run out with this pitch, especially coming out of the rough. These often so very important. Just come off a great birdie, a bonus birdie, call it that. Don't expect to make that kind of putt too often. Actually hold on 15. Just want to consolidate it with a par on the next. Pitched that little shorter than I was expecting, and really could have done with another 7-8 feet or so of carry. So yeah, one just as soon as she opened up that 3-shot lead, in danger of giving a shot back. Don't care how many times you've won on tour, don't care how successful you are, it's never easy to win golf tournaments. Not against this quality caliber field. It's assembled at Jade Palace for the Hanwha Classic. Yeah, one still up by 3, but under pressure to save a par at 16. Wasn't the best of approach shots for Lee Ga-young at 16. Faced with this 30-footer, gently downhill all the way, moving from right to left. Just absolutely smashed that one. Goodness me, stay on the green. Just compounding the error there, Lee Ga-young. Brought to Park Ji-young. This closing par 5, perfect angle in from the left edge of the fairway. 92 meters left. I'd expect this one within 10 feet more often than not. Bang on for Park Ji-young. We'll be defending the Star Championship at Blackstone in Incheon next month. We'll should be going there as a 2-time major winner. Now to year one. Vital par saving putt now on 16. Oh, that one's going to fall off low and she'll drop back to 10 under par. It's just becoming a little bit of hard work for EA1 on moving date. Well, seen Park Ji-young stick it in close. What can Hwang Yo-min do? Just tugged that a fraction, but good for distance. Ga-young now, lengthy par putt. After running that birdie effort well past. Not going to escape this time. So a bit of a clumsy 3-putt bogey drops Lee Ga-young back down to 7 under par. Now shares 5th with Yu Gi-na. So, Im Hee-jung, second to the 17th. A couple of birdies here to this front pin already. Just carried that a touch far, but no problems. Step forward, 1 step back. Yewon turns to 10 under, lead back down to 2. So, Erika Hara chance to end her round with a birdie. Back at 2 under par now after drop shots at 15 and 16. That one's not going to go for the Japan Women's Open champion. It's going to be a 2 over par round of 74. And she knocks that one in. Park Hyun-kyo. Birdie opportunity. Long range at 17. This one's not bad. Just fall right in the middle. Well done, Park Hyun-kyung. Battling hard out there. She'll get herself to 5 under. Move her back inside the top 10. It's Hwang Yo-min. Looks for a closing birdie on the home hole. Remember, it was 6 under for her round. Through a dozen holes before drop shots at 14 and 16. And that one never threatening at the last. Still, it's going to be around a 68 for her. Should she pop that in without incident? Hee-jung has seen exactly what this ball does around the cup, having watched Park Hyun-kyung's just tumble in with dying pace. Park Ji-young, come on, this would be a Great way to end. Around a 67. Bang in the middle. Park Ji-young will be in the final group tomorrow. Looking for a 10th career title and a second major. A sublime 67 on moving day to go along with a 69 from yesterday. Yeowon's lead back down to 1 as she steps up to the 17th tee. Importantly, keeps that one in the fairway. Young. So going with driver. Looking to start this one down the right. Setting up a long way right here. You want to avoid those left traps. She made par from them yesterday, but don't want to tempt fate. Just into the first cut of rough, but again, with today's front hole location, not the worst miss in the world. Yeomin par on her final hole. Promised to be a little bit better, but not going to complain with a 68. She's in with a shout. Park Hyun-kyung, after 2 birdies in her last 3 holes, gets up to the 18th tee. A birdie here would give her a level past 72. Had to work hard for it. Hyun-ju. Disappointing Saturday for the leader in the Rookie of the Year race in the KLPGA Tour, but that's a solid shot into the last. Im Hee-jung back on the tee, going with driver, as you should on a 510-meter hole that no one's reaching in 2 shots. Hong Jung-min her third to 18 from the left rough. Land this short and try and scoot it up. Okay, not bad. She's just lurking. 4 shots back. A birdie opportunity, a definite birdie opportunity if you can find the fairway. If anything, being slightly short of this pin is better. We saw Park Ji-young chip in from there about half an hour ago. Not easy to hold a long putt from past the pin if you're just a little bit too aggressive. So if you're in between clubs, I would definitely head towards the side of the shorter one. Just try to hit that a little harder.
플레이 할것 같아요. 핀 살짝 우측으로 가요.
우측에 뭐 없죠?
우측은 뭐 없고 이게 살짝 왼쪽이 벙커야. 벙커 시작이야. 지가 수영이
엣지가 40.
그래 당연히 신경 안 써도 돼. 여기 끊기니까 이거.
아, 그러면 여기 앞에를 가거든요. 여기까지 와야.
Inclined to tell Lee Guy-young the same thing, especially the fact she's coming out of the rough. You can pitch it just short of the green. If it skips up, great. If it doesn't, again, that's probably the better leave than pitching it pin high and having it chase onto the back, especially with her clumsy 3-putt on the last in the back of her mind. Just like that, clever shot, gets it to release on. Wonderfully played by Lee Guy-young. Drew it up perfectly, executed it well. Guy-young, chance for a birdie. Now year one. What can she do with a little bit more control coming from the fairway? That is poor. That is very poor. Year one. She's left herself a touchy little pitch there. Han Jung-min. Closing birdie, perhaps. Not at that pace. Solid 71 for her. That's Hyun Kyung. Lays this one up with a 3-wood. Birdie at the last, perhaps. No, just been that kind of day for her, unfortunately. Only a par on the 18th. A bit of a disappointing 75 for the 19-year-old, but having another lovely tournament. First time she's teed up at Jade Palace as a professional. Jung. So 67 with a closing birdie leaves Park Ji-young at 9 under par in the Clubhouse. Fabulous round of golf today. No one's gone lower than Yu Gina. 65, low round of the week. Year one, leads by 1, but in a spot of bother on the penultimate hole. An Sung-yi ran into some trouble off the tee. Managed her second shot to this point, now pitching for her third. I think she's just close enough to the green where, in order to pitch this on the green, she's going to have to put a lot of speed on this to get that spin. Prudent shot might be a little bump through the fringe and onto the surface. That's the shot she's going for. She's played it pretty well. Coming out of the fairway, make the shot a little bit simpler. She can clip this one nicely, put some check on it, but be landing on a downslope, so the first bounce will be a bit spicy. Good touch there. Really has a wonderful short game. Such an underrated part of Year One's arsenal. Great touch around the greens. She's demonstrated it on more than one occasion this afternoon. Kim's third. Trying to get that one to release on. It's not going to. Just been a little off her game today, Hyun Kyung. Jung pretty much play this stock yardage carried all the way to the hole. The greens have been soft this week. Case in point right there, lovely shot. Par putt now back on 17 green for An Sung-yi. Just a hint outside the left edge for her. Okay, salvages the situation well. Nice up and down there from a tricky spot. Superb shot from Lee Ga-young. She get it back to 8 under par. 4-footer for birdie. Minimal movement in this. Nice. Very nice birdie for Lee Ga-young. Gets back within 2. Year one. Number was 6 back at the start of the day. On the turnaround, this has proven to be. For year one, she's going to have a real battle on her hands tomorrow for the title. I can guarantee you that. First things first, got to mop this one up for par. Up to 18 green and a birdie putt. Another lengthy one at that. 2022 champion Lee Daeon. Under battles with injury in the past. The 8-time winner on tour.
잠시만요.
Ga Young back on the tee, trailing by 2. You know she's thinking birdie 4. Get into that final group again in the final round.
네, 지금 한 분 티샷 끝났어요.
Hanwha.
고맙습니다. 카메라 소리 안 나게 해주세요.
Par save on the last for the 2-time champion. Just one top 10 this year. 63rd on the money list. I think we could use a good finish here, trying to get herself inside that top 60 bubble and the top 60 at the end of the season. Keep their cards.
고맙습니다.
Yeah, one.
이만 더 봐.
That extra long look, but that's fine. Well, after that short musical interlude, Park Hyun Kyung with a putt for birdie and a 72, just drifts low. So, 73, not what she was expecting, but again, one of those players that's just kind of weaseled her way back into this championship with Year one's poor play. So 5 back for the moment. Year one waiting back down in the fairway. And I like to say if there's a magic number you want to be within the lead going into the final round, it's no more than 5. And Hee Jong has this putt to try to get to 5 under par. Well done. The two great friends, Hee Jong and Hyun Kyung, could be teeing it up together again tomorrow. That's a 73 for Hee Jong. It's running inside the top 10. So 3 players left out on the golf course. The championship leader for us to play. Floats with the left edge of the fairway, but that is now ideal for DA1. And so Lee last to go. Finished 21st at the Korea Women's Open. Lee Ga-young missed the cut at the KLPGA Championship. She's certainly running for her best major finish of the year as things stand right now. Han Sung-hee missed the cut at both previous majors. Year 1 non-factor at Rainbow Hills, 44th at the Korea Women's Open. Just inside the top 20 with a 19th at the KLPGA Championship back in April. Certainly does not have a good angle from that right rough into this right pin. It's only about 4 paces off the right edge of the green. She's only got 6 paces short on this line. One way to get it close, really. So drop this in the fringe, hope for a friendly bounce, and have it tumble on towards the pin. Maybe the prudent players just look out a little bit left.
방향으로 가도 내리막이라고 해서 안 좋아. 뭐하는 거야?
At least a club and a half short there. That came out of the top of the club face as well. Yeah, 1. 2-shot lead. Sounds a lot better than a 1-shot lead. She's got the angle and club to be able to attack. 89 meters left. Stella from year 1, that's the shot of a champion. She's had a bit of a tough day, but she'll end with a birdie. And it'll be a 2-shot lead with 18 to play. And that is going to make all the difference, just mentally, psychologically, going into the final round. She's just had a tough old slog around Jade Palace. She'll end with a birdie, and Lee Ga-young's given herself an excellent chance to join Year 1 and Park Ji-young in that final group. A birdie there from Lee Ga-young will move her to 9 under for Year 1. Yes, it's not going to be a third round in the 60s. In fact, it's going to be a round over par, but in the 73, she'll carry that momentum of that fabulous shot into tomorrow's championship Sunday, seeking a second major title to go along with the Height Jinro Championship she won at Blue Heron to cap off what was a remarkable 2023 campaign that saw her bag Player of the Year honours on the KLPGA Tour. Look at this. This is why angles are so important when trying to get to some tucked pins. Confidence to go straight at it. She had the right number. She executed to perfection. It's a birdie 4. It's a 73. Year 1's 5-shot lead shrinks down to just 2. Can she hang on? The cauldron of pressure Sunday afternoon with a major championship on the line. You'll have to join us tomorrow to find out. Throwing darts at it with wedge and hen. That'll be for a spot in the final group. For Ansong Lee, and up and down here keeps her in a share of 7th with Chan Yi-sung and Hong Jung-min. Just give her a little bit later of a tee time tomorrow. It's not going to be easy. Those practice swings, I don't think the ball's sitting well enough where she can try and play the high soft one. Just has to bump this through that sticky fringe. bad. Not bad at all. Made a great up and down at 17. Could she complete another there at the last?
콩만 먹지 말고
Just the one top 10 for An Lee this season. That was in fact at the match play, Dusan match play. She's had a couple of the top 15 finishes at the Hankyung Ladies Cup and the Hanwha Resorts Ladies Open, but she's missed 4 of the last 6 weekends on tour. It's a huge Sunday coming up for her to try and pick up some valuable cash and points for the KLPGA points list. This for par. Well done. Nice up and down there for An Song-hee. Over par 73 for her. And blemish on her card, a double at the 5th. Now hopefully the final stroke of Saturday's play at Jade Palace. Lee Ga-young for a closing birdie and a spot in the final group Sunday afternoon. Wonderful finish for Lee Ga-young. That's 5 birdies on her back 9 alone. Comes home in 32. Shares second with Park Ji-young. Yewon still leads. And a couple of proven champions hot on her heels. Ga-young and Ji-young. 2 shots behind. 18 holes to play. We are certainly going to be in for a treat on Sunday at Jade Palace. So 54 holes done and dusted. Year 1 up by 2. Let's relive some of the best of Saturday action here with the highlights. We'll start with year 1. Bunkered at the second. Really wasn't her best shot, and unfortunately that would lead to her first bogey of the day. At the 5th, heading in the right direction, was Park Ji-young. Birdies at 2, 3, and this one at 5. Took the 9-time KLPGA Tour champion up into solo 3rd at that point. And then at the 8th, it was the turn of Hwang Yo-min to start stringing them together. Was 1 under at this point. That birdie got her up to 6 under par. Go on to collect another after this absolute laser-like approach into the par 4 ninth. Absolutely no signs of slowing down. Almost making a hole-in-one. This close to an albatross at the drivable 10th. Wouldn't get the eagle to drop, but a simple 2-putt birdie would be good enough. Playing alongside her was Park Ji-young, who also found the green on this par 4. And a really good effort from around 75 feet for a 2-putt birdie of her own. Both Park and Huang were making the right moves at this stage of the back nine. Huang would continue to keep a foot on the gas pedal, but in the group ahead was Choi Min Kyung, who binned it from 60 feet. That's the length of a bowling lane here at the 11th for birdie. Welcome start in her scorecard after 5 straight pars. Guy Young also birdie 10. Would find another here at the 11th. And then at 18, while all that was happening, Yu Gina was posting the low round of the week. The 7th unanswered birdie of the day would give her a 65. At 15, Choi Min Kyung's assault on the top of the leaderboard would continue. Pop in a birdie at 14 as well, and then go flag hunting here at the 160-meter par 3. Give her her 5th birdie of the day. Choi Min Kyung in the clubhouse with a round of 68 that leaves her 8 under par. On the very same hole, EA1 had also dropped a shot at 13. But thankfully, would open her birdie account for the day with this unlikely mid-range effort, dropping in for a much-needed birdie 2. 16, it claimed its share of victims, with Yo Min and Guy Young both dropping shots here. Yeowon unfortunately would also suffer a bogey, dropping her back to 10 under par. On 18, Park Ji-young knew that a birdie here would get her more than likely into the final group on Sunday. With the pressure on, she delivered 6 birdies and a bogey, a 67 for Park Ji-young. Yeowon's lead was only 1. She fancied doubling it with an excellent wedge shot into kicking range. There's 2 birdies in her day. She'd signed for a 73, but she'll lead by 2. Guy Young would also birdie the 18th. Yeowon, Guy Young and Ji Young, your final group for tomorrow. It's the 21-year-old Yeowon who will take a 2-shot advantage into the final round of the 3rd major championship of the year. Buckle up, folks. It should be an absolute barnstormer of a Sunday. Certainly hope you can join us for coverage then. Until then, this is Timothy Lowe saying have a lovely Saturday evening, and we'll see you tomorrow at Jade Palace. Bye-bye for now.